Filip Hrgovic, David Adeleye, it went down last Saturday in Riyadh. And Filip Hrgovic, I must say, had a clean sweep. Do you know what I mean? He absolutely schooled, outboxed David Adeleye. And listen, this fight, my people, it went exactly how I kind of predicted it would go. You know what I mean? When I did my prediction video, I did say that David Adeleye, this was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for him because I did not feel he's done enough thus far in his career to deserve a fight against Filip Hrgovic. Listen, Filip Hrgovic, European Championship gold medalist, man. He went to the Olympics as well. He's ranked number 6 with the Ring magazine, pretty much in the top 10 with all the other organizations. So I always felt like David Adeleye, listen, he's very fortunate. He's punching up. Do you know what I mean? This is a massive step up for David Adeleye. And it's only because both fighters are promoted by Queensberry. Do you know what I mean? They're promoted by Frank Warren. And because David Adeleye is there, I figured, you know what? They probably want a warm-up fight for Filip Hrgovic. That's something that I heard from Filip Hrgovic's team. They're saying, yo, you know, we want to stay active and we're gonna use David Adeleye. Listen, hey, don't shoot the messenger, man. I'm just saying what I heard. Do you know what I mean? So me personally, like David Adeleye, I don't rate him at all. Like I respect him. Listen, I respect him. He is what it is. He's, you know, listen, where he is in his career now. He's worked hard to get there, but as a boxer, in terms of like his fundamentals, boxing skills, like I don't rate him. Do you know what I mean? For me, David Adeleye is British level at best. Do you know what I mean? He's British level at best. I've seen boxers, heavyweights in the gyms that when I'm going around, you know, they're all over the place in other gyms and shit like that, and even in my own gym when I watch heavyweight sparring, I've seen like amateur heavyweights, like way more skilled than David Adeleye. So when I say I don't really rate him, is because I'm talking from experience, from what I've witnessed with my own eyes. And David Adeleye, he struggled against Jimmy Chikeva when they fought for the vacant British title. He struggled, man. He was getting outboxed by Jimmy Chikeva. It's only when the referee decided to get involved, get in between the fighters, and then David Adeleye was able to land that right hand when Jimmy Chikeva was looking away. That's how he got that win. But in terms of boxing skills, David Adeleye, like, he's not that guy, man. He just hasn't got it. And you can tell he's very limited because even his amateur, he's only had one amateur fight. Only one amateur bout. So he's lacking in a lot of the fundamentals, and he really has to work hard if he wants to go to that next level. But I feel like watching that fight against Filip Hrgovic, like David Adeleye that's his ceiling. He's hit his ceiling. Do you know what I mean? I don't see him improving, getting any better. Do you know what I mean? I think that is him. He gave the best that he had. But listen, I still respect him. Do you know what I mean? I respect every single fighter that gets in the ring. Do you know what I mean? So David Adeleye, when you see me on the roads, bro, like don't come at me, bro. Don't try and punch man up. You know what I mean? Like, yo, man's just a YouTuber here. Do you know what I mean? I'm just giving my opinion on what I witnessed and what I think of your performances. Do you know what I mean? It's nothing personal, but Filip Hrgovic, just going back to the fight. I mean, Filip Hrgovic did exactly what I thought he would do in the fight, outbox David Adeleye. The only other thing that I thought that Filip Hrgovic might do was actually win via TKO. Do you know what I mean? I thought eventually he's gonna stop David Adeleye, and he nearly did in the 8th round when he knocked him down. He nearly did, but he didn't kick on. He didn't push on to really get the finish, and he actually allowed David Adeleye to get back into and throw his own flurry of punches. So yeah, it's a bit weird. But in terms of the numbers, I mean, David Adeleye, he was outclassed in every single department. Do you know what I mean? In terms of jabs landed, power punches, like just in every single department, he was schooled. You know what I mean? I've got the CompuBox numbers right here in front of me. I'm just going to read it out quickly for you. So in terms of like total punches landed, yeah? Filip Hrgovic threw a total of 510 punches. He landed 228. 51 of them to the body. David Adeleye threw a total of 244 punches. He landed only 92. 16 to the body, a percentage of only 37.7%. So he threw less and he landed less. Do you know what I mean? Like, and even in the power punches where I expected David Adeleye, because he's got that rawness about him, he has that, he does have power. I thought, yo, listen, he's gonna outland Filip Hrgovic in power punches, right? No. I was wrong on that as well. Filip Hrgovic threw a total of 351 power punches. He landed 169 and 43 to the body. David Adeleye, he threw only 119 power punches and landed 47 and 13 to the body. He was landing at a percentage of 39.5%. Very low numbers for David Adeleye. He just showed that during that fight how inactive he was, man. And that's the problem I have with David Adeleye. He's too inactive. And sometimes he's too predictable with that same looping right hand. Like, it gets boring, it becomes predictable. And listen, you're not going to go far in the heavyweight division. In pro boxing, you're not going to go far if you're predictable, you're slow, and you don't throw enough punches. You're not gonna go far. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, Filip Hrgovic just really outboxed the kid. He just outboxed him. He's just a better fighter overall. Listen, this was a once in a lifetime opportunity for David Adeleye. Like, for me, like I said, I don't think he deserved to be there. Do you know what I mean? I don't think he deserves that. For me, it's British level at best. And I wanted David Adeleye to, I knew he's not going to win, but I wanted him to go in there and really throw the kitchen sink at Filip Hrgovic. Like, just go out there, mate. First 5 rounds, it's a free heat, mate. Get tired, get knocked out, mate, because now you've lost to Filip Hrgovic. Now you're back down with the rest of the other British guys that are swimming in deep waters here, mate. Do you know what I mean? You have to go battle them now. And you might never, ever get another opportunity like this. If you defeated Filip Hrgovic, which was a big opportunity for you, that would have opened up crazy doors for you. You would have propelled your career to the next level. You would have had big fights for big money. Now you're back to fighting Jimmy TKV, my friend. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like, even though I didn't think David Adeleye would win the fight, I still thought, you know what? He's got power on that right hand. Can he do something with it? But unfortunately, he didn't. Do you know what I mean? He blew his chance and he got schooled by Filip Hrgovic. But listen, I like David Adeleye. A lot of people misunderstand David Adeleye. He might come across a bit overconfident. Do you know what I mean? It might be borderline with cockiness, but I understand it because, listen, he's from my city, London, where we grew up in urban areas, in council estates. Sometimes we're misunderstood because we are confident people. Just because of the background that we come from, we kind of have to be aggressive. Do you know what I mean? We have to kind of like protect ourselves and show this macho, because otherwise people will try you when you're growing up. So for me, as a Londoner, someone who grew up in the urban areas, in the council estates, I understand where David Adeleye is coming from. Other people might see him as a cocky or overconfidence, especially because his confidence doesn't match the talent. So I understand it. I get what other people are thinking about him, but I like him. He keeps it real. He says it like it is. A little bit like me. I see a little bit of myself in David Adeleye because we come from the same areas. I'm just a bit older than him. Do you know what I mean? But I completely understand the kid. I have nothing against him. But in terms of just pure boxing talent, he's not that guy, man. He's not that guy. Do you know what I mean? I'm just going to leave it at that. But people, let me know in the comments, man, what did you think of the fight? Where do you think Filip Hrgovic goes from here? Do you want to see him in a fight against Moisei Toma? Because a lot of people are saying, yo, put him in there with Moisei Toma. That could be a good fight. I agree with that. Instead of putting Moisei Toma in there against a Usyk or a Joseph Parker, give him Filip Hrgovic. Filip Hrgovic has great fundamentals. Do you know what I mean? He can box, he throws combinations, got a solid chin. I think Filip Hrgovic's chin is very underrated. Do you know what I mean? Very, very underrated. And he takes big punches. Even from Adeleye, took big punches from Adeleye, took big punches from Moisei Toma. Sorry, from Daniel Dubois. And he still stood there. He got stopped by a cut. Do you know what I mean? So he can definitely take the power punches from Moisei Toma. He might actually be able to push Moisei Toma into deep waters, and then we can find out what Moisei Toma is all about. Do you know what I mean? Let me know in the comments what you think is next for Filip Hrgovic. Also, let me know in the comments what you think of David Adeleye. Are you with me, in agreement with me, that David Adeleye is British level at best? Do you agree with me, or do you think there's still room for improvement for David Adeleye? I don't see it. I think he's reached his ceiling and that is it. Do you know what I mean? But let me know your thoughts in the comments, my people. I would really appreciate. Once again, thank you so much for watching EMGM Sports. It's me, your boy Enzo, the realest in the game. Please don't forget to smash the like button. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe, because that's the only way you're going to help us to grow. I'll be back real soon with another one. Until then, stay blessed, my people. Peace.